What's up, guys? So, this is my little review on Come Over When You're Sober Part 2 by Lil Peep. Yes, the album. It was released at 9 o'clock, but since I live in like on the Seattle, like the Northwest, where it's the time zone is different from other time zones, and I don't know how that stuff works, but anyways, yeah, I got to listen to the album at 9 o'clock instead of like midnight or the next day whenever and things albums get released like worldwide and all that crap. And so it's good, I guess, living in Seattle. You get to listen to stuff and play things earlier. There's like video games and music and all that stuff. Get everything early on in Seattle or on the um west side. I don't know, man. It's just the Pacific Standard Time, something like that. It's one of those time zones where it's like you get to enjoy stuff at like 9. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, Come Over When You're Sober Part 2. I would have to say, like, if you are a Lil Peep fan, like you've been a fan of Lil Peep, since the start, like since the start, since the beginning of everything when he started blowing up, if you've been a fan of him like since then, you will most likely might cry on this album. With some of the things that he said in that album is definitely it got to the point where I started thinking like, man, if I was like a massive fan of Lil Peep, I might have shed a tear on this album because it's just, to hear what he said, especially with the last song. Well, the last two songs on there are the songs, and I felt like that they just threw that on, and it was Falling Down and Sunlight on Your Skin. But it's the last. I felt like that had to been like the last song. I felt like that those last two songs, "Falling Down," "Sunlight on Your Skin," that's like the end credits to a movie and things. So I feel like if anything, that's what those songs are. But Fingers, like that's like the ending scene to a sad movie. And yeah, Fingers is definitely, it's one of those songs where it's like, man, it's messed up the situation that he's in and or that he was in and things. And it's like, I would highly encourage like people, if you got stuff going on in your life, go out and talk to somebody that that can help you and things. Like it could be anybody, because it's like I don't it's he's seeing stuff like that where people, they deal with them like just with that mental state and things. It's messed up. It's seriously messed up. So that's why it's like I encourage everybody, go out, talk to somebody, get some things off your chest, or even if that doesn't work, go out and do something that is going to make you happy and things. Like give yourself some therapy and stuff. So it's yeah, so you just won't have to live that lifestyle, because it's sad, really. It's really sad. But that yeah, the first song, I looked over at my phone. I had my phone behind me. As soon as that first song started playing, I looked at my phone like, wow, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna start it off on it. Like and my thing is though, I was thinking like, oh, okay, because I wasn't even really a big fan of Lil Peep, like but I do listen. I would have to say I do listen to a lot of his songs and things, and but it was just like I remember that's the day he passed, and it was like that's when I had knew who he was listening to his music and things. And yeah, and it's like, so I can't really call myself a big fan or call myself a mega fan or any form of fan and things. Like all I can just yeah, I am a fan of his work, I am a fan of his music and things. But it's like it's just like it's better to enjoy, like see their music being released when they're alive. Like that's when I feel like, okay, you can like this is I don't know, like I don't know, I just don't want to like hype myself up to be this big fan, and I'm like I was even listening to his music when he was alive and stuff, so I can't really speak on anything. You guys can't really take my word for it, but I will say like do like listen to this album. Like, I mean, if you don't like it, then you don't like it. But I really feel like that if you are a fan of Lil Peep, you might like this album. Like, this might just be a good album and things. So, it's, yeah, it's a sad one. But, it's something that was released. And I just, like, if you are, like, a big, massive fan of Lil Peep, you might cry on this. So, I'm like, have the tissues ready and things. Have a shirt, something, because you most likely might cry on this album. It's definitely, it's like, it's a tearjerker. Like, I ain't cry, but if I was like a big enough fan, like to where it was like I was up like waiting for this album and things, I might have like been like I probably would have had to pause because the fingers I was listening to that and it got to the point where I'm like, dang man, like that, and it was like him just talking about death, and it was like with him and stuff, and it was just dang, and it's just to know the situation and stuff, and it's like yeah, it's sad, it's really sad. So rest in peace, Little Peep. It's like for just for it like and the good thing about it is just like how strong his friends and family has been like since his passing and things. It's like I see his like mom, like it was even his mom was promoting it and showing like how it's like it comes with the CD and then a cassette, and I think it was even a record and stuff, and it was like to just see how strong she is, to see how strong his friends are, and it's like it's good, it's really good. So yeah, just shout out to his whole team that can put that album together. Definitely it's a album to listen to. So anyways, go make sure you check out Come Over When You're Sober Part 2. It is definitely a good album. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.